All right, guys, this video is all about understanding Facebook campaign structure. So to do so, we need to hop into the Facebook platform. See you there. All right, guys, so in this video, we're talking all about Facebook's campaign structure and really specifically campaign objectives. And the reason for this is that one of the biggest mistakes I see people making with their ad campaigns is that they don't structure their campaign in the correct way. So they'll come to me and they'll say, Molly, I'm not getting the results that I want. And usually when I dive in, it's that the campaign just isn't structured in an optimized way to get the results you actually want. And what's interesting is that the campaign structure is really everything in terms of working with the Facebook algorithm. So it's really important to quickly go back over this structure. So of course we have the campaign level here, and this is where you set your objective, right? You can also now choose to set your budget at the campaign level if you would like to also. But the most important part of the campaign objective is what is that end result that you actually want from this campaign. And we're going to cover that here in a minute. Inside campaigns are ad sets. You can really have as many ad sets as you would like. And this is where you're going to set your targeting. So the difference between your ad sets is going to be the targeting that you're choosing, who you're choosing to reach. And again, you can also set the budget at the ad set level too if you would like. And then within each ad set, you have ads. And this is where you're testing your different variations of copy and creative. I don't recommend having more than 6 ads in an ad set. It usually Facebook just can't optimize for more than that. So you're probably wasting your time if you're putting more than 6 ads in an ad set. But let's go back to talking about the campaign objectives. And I just want to give you guys a visual. So when you click to create a campaign, this is the first question that Facebook asks us, right? What is your objective? And I would say this is the most important question you're going to answer about your campaign. They've split it up into awareness, consideration, and conversion. So you can see we have brand awareness, reach, traffic, engagement, app installs, video views, lead generation, messages, conversions, catalog sales, and store visits. That seems like a lot, right? Maybe not a lot, but it could be confusing, to know which one to choose. And, you must choose the one that best aligns with your goal or it's simply not going to work. So I have some guidelines here for you guys. I just want to go through each of these and give you some guidelines for when I use them. So let's start at the top, brand awareness. So this is really best for top of funnel content. So for example, if you have a new video that you want to show, to cold traffic, if you have a message you want to get out there, brand awareness is going to be your best objective because it's really going to get that message out there. I wouldn't use this objective though if you're wanting to use a URL to click over to some, page or piece of content on your website because you're just not going to get the traffic you want. If you want that, use the traffic objective, right? So reach is also best for top of funnel or when trying to reach an audience size of less than 5,000. So usually that happens more at the bottom of the funnel when you're retargeting. So for reach, that's really when you want to get reach, right? Because a lot of these other objectives like conversions, for example, they're really optimizing for that conversion. So they might not show your ad. You might not get as many impressions using the conversion objective that you are for reach because you're looking for conversions. You're not looking for impressions. Right? So reach is going to really more so force Facebook to show that ad. So again, best for top of funnel content or when trying to reach a smaller audience size of less than 5,000, because really when you're less than 5,000, it's hard for Facebook to get something like conversions. So reach can be a great objective to use there. Next is traffic. This one's pretty straightforward. Best for sending top of funnel traffic to blog posts or pre-sale articles, or when you want to run a conversion campaign but have less than 50 conversions a week. So Facebook, if you want to use the conversion objective, Facebook really needs you to have more than 50 conversions on that particular, more than 50 of those conversions every week for it to continue to optimize. So if your budget isn't large enough to facilitate that, traffic is going to be your next best step. And guys, these optimization little points here, this is at the ad set level. For some of these objectives, Facebook's going to ask you what you want to optimize for. So I've just listed the options. So for traffic, you could optimize for landing page views. So that would be someone actually clicking over to your site and loading the page, or link clicks. So people clicking on the ad, even if they don't necessarily make it to the page. I usually go for landing page views. But traffic is great if you're wanting to drive traffic to a blog post, to a sales page, really anything on your website. It's also great if you want conversions, but you're not hitting that 50 conversions a week mark. All right, next is engagement. This is really best for building social proof on a post ID or for comment to message, which is a messenger strategy. So if you're wanting more likes, comments, or shares on a post, engagement is what you're going to use. Sometimes I will run a few $100s of an engagement ad to build up social proof on a post ID before I then use that in a conversion campaign because it's giving me that social proof that I need to show Facebook, this is something that people are really liking. App installs, these are, when you're wanting an app install, pretty straightforward. Video views. So this is best when running top of funnel content via video, right? When you're just wanting people to watch your video so you can pixel and retarget. Or when you want to run a conversion campaign but have less than 50 conversions a week and want to use video as a creative. So this is another solution to the problem of not having 50 conversions a week, is using the video views campaign if you have video as your creative. All right, next is lead generation. So this leverages Facebook's lead ads, which are ads that look normal in the news feed, but when you click, it actually opens a light box where Facebook is going to ask you for some information you're going to submit, and it's going to go directly to the advertiser without them ever having to visit your website. So this sounds really great. It can be good if you're really just needing to generate one-off leads, right? If you're a dentist and you're offering free teeth whitening and you just need someone's phone number so you can call them to set up an appointment, this is great. But this doesn't allow you to send someone to a thank you page, right? Where a lot of people want to, make another offer to this person to monetize the traffic. So it's not as great if you want them to have, an immediate user experience past that lead ad, but it is great for local service base if you're just needing to generate that lead. All right, so the messages objective. So this is great for sending sponsored messages, which are paid messages that you can send through Facebook Messenger when you want to be promotional to your list. They can also be used for click to Messenger ads, which are the ads that show up in your newsfeed. But when you click, they open in Messenger. I do recommend using traffic as the objective if you want to use click to Messenger, but your plan B would be messages there. All right, and then conversions. This is everyone's favorite. So best used when you want a person to take a certain action on your site. For example, opt in or purchase, sign up for a webinar. You can even, optimize for someone to view a certain piece of content. But really, you're wanting to optimize for an action that's going to happen more than 50 times a week based off of your budget, right? And you really want your audience sizes to be more than 5,000 people for this, or Facebook has trouble optimizing. So, really recommended if it's an action that happens frequently. You don't want to optimize for a purchase of, for example, an expensive product on your site, right? Where you're not going to get the amount of conversions you need, or otherwise Facebook will just quit showing the ad. All right, next is catalog sales. So best when wanting to retarget site visitors with product when they viewed or added to basket but no purchase, upsell products to people who have viewed product set, cross-sell products to people who purchase, uses product catalog. So this is great for e-commerce if you have a product catalog set up and you want Facebook to do some really cool dynamic ads for you. So catalog sales are best when, again, for e-com, you're wanting to show an ad based off of a previous action. So for example, if they purchase lipstick on your site, you would use catalog sales to automate them then seeing, the blush that goes with the lipstick, right? So it's really best for recommending other offers to your audience based off of their activity on your website and their purchase behavior. And then store visits, best used if you have a brick and mortar store with multiple locations. Can target people physically near your store. Option to include map or directions when clicked. So this is really cool for local businesses. This objective will actually give you the option to when someone clicks on your ad, it actually opens in directions to your physical store. So this is great for our local business owners out there that are trying to get people to actually physically show up in the store. So I hope that was helpful, guys, and that you guys really have a handle on these objectives. Like I said, it's one of the most important decisions you're going to make when setting up your campaigns. So you want to make sure that the objective not only reflects the goal of the campaign, but that it also reflects some of the nuances that I talked about, in the worksheet you saw. Things like conversion campaigns not working very well for audience sizes less than 5,000, right? So make sure you keep these in mind as you move through the building of your campaigns. And just remember that we have multiple ad sets in a campaign. The differentiation between those ad sets is, going to be the targeting. And then within your ad sets, you have multiple ads, right? So it's kind of like your Russian dolls. A few go in to the next that goes into the bigger overarching campaign. Really important to stay up to date and informed on the campaign structures that you want to use, just to make sure that you're giving Facebook as much information as you can so that they can get you the results that you want. All right, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one.